Many historians now argue that this narrative overlooks the fact that the Americas were already inhabited by diverse and sophisticated civilizations long before Columbus set foot there. The voyage that Columbus embarked upon led to the widespread colonization and subjugation of these indigenous peoples. This criticism has not gone unnoticed. In recent years, there's been a growing movement pushing for the recognition of Indigenous Peoples Day. This alternative celebration seeks to honor the history, culture, and contributions of the indigenous peoples who lived in the Americas long before Columbus arrived. Rallies, protests, and educational events have taken place across the United States, advocating for the replacement of Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. Some states and cities have officially adopted Indigenous Peoples Day, while others continue to celebrate both holidays. The push for this change is a call for a more inclusive understanding of history, one that acknowledges the full breadth of experiences and perspectives. The controversy surrounding Columbus Day serves as a reminder of the complexity of history. It underscores the importance of questioning traditional narratives and understanding that history is often a matter of perspective. The story of Columbus is not just about the discovery of a new world, it's also about the world that was already there, a world rich with its own history and traditions. The controversy surrounding Columbus Day is a reminder that history is often a matter of perspective. As we navigate through the 21st century, Columbus Day continues to chart its course. In the United States, this day is recognized as a federal holiday, celebrated on the second Monday of October. It is a day marked by parades, events, and school lessons about the voyage of Christopher Columbus. However, the way this day is commemorated varies greatly across the country. Conversely, the debate surrounding Columbus Day has also gained momentum. Some view this day as a celebration of Italian-American heritage and the spirit of exploration that Columbus embodies. Others argue that it's a commemoration of a historical event that led to centuries of colonization and the suffering of indigenous peoples. This debate has led to a significant change in how the day is recognized in some regions. In many places, Columbus Day is being replaced with Indigenous Peoples Day. This alternative celebration recognizes and honors the rich histories, cultures, and contributions of the First Nations, Native Americans, and other indigenous peoples who inhabited the Americas long before Columbus. Cities like Seattle, Minneapolis, and Phoenix, as well as states like Vermont and South Dakota, are among those that have made the switch. In these areas, the second Monday of October is a day to celebrate the resilience and contributions of indigenous cultures, and to educate about the history and challenges these communities have faced and continue to face. Yet not all regions have embraced this change, and Columbus Day remains a deeply entrenched tradition in many parts of the country. This tension between honoring heritage and acknowledging historical injustices is a reflection of the larger conversations happening within our society about how we understand and interpret history. In the present day, Columbus Day is a reflection of our evolving understanding of history. As we dock our ship, let's reflect on what we've learned. Our journey started with the genesis of Columbus Day, a day that commemorates the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the Americas on October 12, 1492. We learned that this day was not just born from the discovery of new lands, but also from the desire for recognition and respect for the Italian-American community in the United States. From there, we embarked on the journey of Columbus Day, following its evolution from a celebration of discovery to a national holiday. We charted the course of Columbus Day's progress, from its humble beginnings as a celebration in San Francisco in the late 19th century to the grand parades and events of today. But as we sailed further into the topic, we encountered the controversy surrounding Columbus Day. We explored the turbulent waters of criticism that challenged the celebration of a man whose actions led to the colonization and suffering of indigenous peoples. We learned that this has led to alternative observances, such as Indigenous Peoples Day, and an ongoing debate about the true nature of Columbus's legacy. In the present day, we found Columbus Day at the heart of a complex conversation about history, representation, and identity. We discovered that, while it's still celebrated with parades and events in some areas, it's also a day of mourning and protest for others. We learned that the day is not just about commemorating an event in history, but also about reflecting on the impact of that event on the lives of indigenous peoples and on the narrative of American history. And so, we find ourselves here at the end of our voyage with a deeper understanding of Columbus Day. We've navigated through its history, journeyed through its evolution, weathered its controversies, and arrived at its current state. Whether celebrated or protested, Columbus Day serves as a compass, pointing us to the complex and often stormy seas of history